It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. On this Metal Monday, my friends, I am sharing a recently recorded reaction to some music by Opeth, and I'm really excited to share this. It was just last month on our Fan Favorites series that I heard Universal Truth from Opeth, and it just floored me to the point where I said, I need to hear this again very soon. So that's why I'm including it here on YouTube, so that I get a chance to hear and re-experience this wonderful tune. We have gotten to know Opeth quite a bit here on the channel over the past few years. We've taken a look at all of Damnation over on Patreon. We've taken a look at all of The Last Will and Testament over on Patreon, and we've taken a listen to several of their pieces. I find their musical language to be really fascinating. It's something that can't really be taught, because they're doing these musical and harmonic shifts that are very unique, and kind of something that only really comes from the mind of someone who hasn't been trained in the normal way that music progressions a lot of times go. And I was just floored, not only by the music, but by the video that we saw accompanying this piece. So I definitely wanted to include it here. We've heard quite a bit from Opeth over the years, but not very much over the last year or two. So for the first time in 2026 here on YouTube, I am sharing some reaction to Opeth. It is my reaction to Universal Truth, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. Next up is Opeth and a song called Universal Truth. This one comes to us from K Machine, our administrator over on Discord. Thank you, K Machine, for this one. And Kay says, I don't know if you'll be able to watch the music video with it or not, but the video helps you understand the music more. And also, it's just put together nicely. One of my favorites by them for sure. Love the acoustic work in it, and the string sounds are really lovely. This is definitely a good metal song for those who don't like the harsh vocals or constant double kick. Thank you for that, K Machine. He's looking out for me. Wonderful. So, of course, we have featured Opeth several times on the channel, and we've heard Damnation, and we've heard The Last Will and Testament in the Extended Play Lounge. So 2 of their full albums here on Patreon. And since this one is going to Patreon first, I'm going to watch the video, K-Machine, so I think we're cool on that. This is one of their more recent tunes. It's from their 2019 album called In Cauda Venenum, which is Latin for poison in the tail. And as I read through the lyrics, I think they're just really talking about the inevitability of time and mortality, and that in the bridge here, time won't heal any wounds you bear. I'm curious to see what the video has in store for us, though. So thank you, K Machine, for this. This is Universal Truth, and it's from Opeth. Here we go. I love these animated things. Okay. Major to minor. Wow! Come on now. Holy shit. Oh. That put me back in my chair. they use the most odd chord progressions. Turns major. That's over the same root. Yeah, it lands on a major chord. And that's major 4 in the back. Huh. The debts are long since paid. The inheritance is set. Still agitation reels inside, lest you forget. He is not having a good time. An exotic scale. Time won't heal the wounds you bear between old pride and desperate prayers. There's tritone move. This is fucking rad. Dark, but really cool.
Time won't heal any wounds you bear. A sad few years of your life are stolen. Light cast on the obvious.
Let's
beyond the white when it's faded golden.
Aww. Wow.
The strangest truth holds no water here. Soon we may have learned.
Nice. Dead sympathy and aversion proceeds. Is he tied like with puppet strings? Turns major again. That is such a neat tool. And there they had the major 7th. I love the strings in this. It reminds me more of a Steven Wilson album. You know? It's got a little more prog in it, a little less metal. But I still hear the power in it. And they do that. You trade your vices every day religiously. gave away too much, a harness on your kin for any transgressions, never mirrored mortal sin, and you're still alone. Now over a major seventh, which is hopeful to me. He's still in there by himself. Yeah? Just cope. I don't think I've heard much from this album, if any, y'all. If that's the type of music that's on that album, we need to get to that soon. That was amazing. It reminds me of the first time that I heard The Raven That Refused to Sing from Steven Wilson, a song about mortality, about time ultimately coming for you, about loss, about grief, about looking back on one's life. And I see similar themes here. And in that one, Stephen is doing some similar things. He's moving back and forth between major sounds and minor sounds based on the same tonic. It's like, this is my home, but the way that things are going just keeps shifting on me. And sometimes it might be positive, sometimes it might be negative, or it might be however you want to describe it, one way or another. There's agitation, unsettled, an unsettled atmosphere. That's what I get from that. Necrology, honesty in the necrology. What does necrology mean? I don't want to say that wrong. Necrology. Definition would be good. An obituary notice. Okay. A list of people who have died, or the obituary of a single person. Honesty in the obituary, let's say. The offspring smear your name in print. He's thinking about his legacy. Okay, what a fascinating song. Thank you for bringing that to us. I really do appreciate it. And thank y'all for voting for it. I really enjoyed hearing that one. I definitely want to hear it again soon. By the way, friends, if The Raven That Refused to Sing is a song that you don't know, go take a look at that one by Steven Wilson. If you liked this song, go take a look at that one. It's on similar ideas and it's also extremely effective. I really enjoyed hearing this piece, y'all. It's one from their more recent albums. I mean, we've heard all of The Last Will and Testament. That came out in 2024. And I thought it was a real step forward for the band into a new era. And this song, Universal Truth, comes from In Cauda Venenum, which is their most recent album before The Last Will and Testament. It came out in 2019. And as I'm looking at the listing of songs, Garden and Earthly Delights, Dignity, Heart in a Hand, Next of Kin, Lovelorn Crime, Charlatan, there's Universal Truth, the 7th track. Then they've got The Garroter, Continuum, and All Things Will Pass. And I haven't heard any of the rest of this album, as far as I know. And I really enjoyed the point of view, what they were talking about, especially in Universal Truth, and I want to know what else they're talking about on this album. So it might not be too long, friends, before we get to all of Incauda Venenum from Opeth. But for today, it was my pleasure to share my reaction to their song Universal Truth. I very much enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. And I've got a lot more coming up in the next week or two. But for today, that's going to be all for me. I thank you very much for joining me on this Metal Monday featuring music by Opeth. Thanks very much, y'all. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.